On a quiet morning in late spring, in a small town nestled at the foot of Vietnam's Truong Son Mountains, a soft, pained chirp broke the stillness of the alley behind a row of aging brick houses. It was just past 6 a.m. when Lean, a 22-year-old university student on her way to the bus stop, stopped abruptly. She had heard something, a weak, desperate sound that seemed to call out for help. Curious and concerned, she stepped off the narrow concrete path, eyes scanning the overgrown grass and cracked pavement. And then she saw it, a newborn sparrow, barely covered in down, its fragile body trembling. It had fallen from a nest high in a nearby banyan tree. Worse still, a cluster of red ants had begun to swarm around it. The tiny bird was utterly defenseless. Without hesitation, Lean scooped the bird into her hands, brushing away the ants with the sleeve of her sweater. It was barely alive, its beak barely opening with each shallow breath. She missed her bus that morning, but something far more important had claimed her attention. Back at her modest home, Lean wrapped the bird in soft gauze and warmed it under a reading lamp. She fed it a mixture of mashed rice and water, drop by drop, using the tip of a cotton bud. Days passed. What began as an act of pity slowly became a ritual of care, then a bond. The bird, which she named May, meaning cloud, began to open its eyes, flap its wings, and chirp with growing strength. The room that once echoed only with the hum of ceiling fans now resonated with life. By the end of the third week, May had learned to fly short distances, from one side of the desk to the edge of the window. One morning, as Lean opened the window to let in the cool summer breeze, May took flight. He circled above the yard once, twice, and then vanished into the sky. Lean stood still for a long time, watching the empty horizon. But the story did not end there. The next morning, and every morning after that, May returned. Always at the same hour, 6 a.m. He would perch on the window ledge, singing his shrill, joyful song. It was as though he had never left, only taken a daily journey to explore and then return home. Deeply moved, Lean built a small wooden birdhouse beneath the tamarind tree in her yard. She painted it pale blue, the color of early dawn. It became May's new sanctuary, a symbol of survival, of gratitude, and of a quiet, enduring love. In a world often rushing forward, where connections are fleeting and lives move too fast to notice the smallest cries, one young woman paused and saved a life. And in return, received a reminder that compassion has wings, and love, no matter how small, always finds its way back home.